Copywriters will tell you that the most important skill in marketing is copywriting. Video producers will tell you it's video. Social media people, being popular on Instagram. But since we live in a world where the highest rated sport is suspicion, it's hard to take those statements at face value. But it's still worth asking the question, is there one skill in marketing that should be prized above all others? Yep. The biggest problem today in marketing is the emphasis on conversion. From suspects to prospects to customers to repeat clickers, we want to make them want it. Okay, let me back off a bit. There's nothing wrong with any of that. It's a very human desire. But the actions that desire too often makes us take are horrifying. And the better we get at doing that, the more miserable we become. But there is a way that allows you to get everything you want in life while growing your soul. Welcome to the Visible Authority, where marketers make the invisible visible and make powerful connections in the process when they master this one skill. And that skill is empathy. Even big organizations like the Cleveland Clinic have mastered this art, and if you're a human being, you can do it too. I get it. The boss says, raise our metrics 5% this month or you're fired. So you're going to have to do that spammy thing the boss loves even more than you did last month, or the jig is up. Or is it? Please, just follow this idea for 5 minutes and your whole outlook on the conversion question could change forever. Then you can decide what to do with it. The truth is, you can not only get that 5%, you can get customers feeling terrible about even thinking about going anywhere else but your company for the rest of their lives. And wouldn't that be worth considering? We can even break it down into a simple 3-part solution. Part 1, remember that we are here to understand the customer, not exploit him. So lately, I've been evaluating automated platforms for posting content on social media, and this has put me in contact with SaaS companies. They have websites with FAQs that answer questions I would never ask. They want me to buy now, and that's it. Well, they have chatbots that send me to the FAQs and say, buy my stuff. They figure out ways to track me and somehow email me even though I didn't give them permission. And the emails are like, you didn't buy. Why not? So many companies see us as tiny bits of static in the line. Their marketing is all about the law of large numbers, that the more times you do the same thing, the closer the outcome will be to an expected value. You know, like if you throw the dice 10,000 times, you'll approach the number 3.5. Try it, you'll see. That's why they don't much care how they get big numbers of customers. They develop policies that are designed to get these expected outcomes, and this is key, no matter what the effect is on the human beings who have to create that marketing, or the ones on the receiving end. And that's why most marketing is so lacking in humanity, no matter how much the people creating it would like it to be otherwise. Fruit of the poison tree, you might say. So customers buy, but they still hate the company, and the company doesn't care. They keep pumping out the same poison day after day and asking every 5 seconds, how are we doing? Please rate this email. Depressing their marketing people in the process. So part 1, remember your purpose. This leads to part 2, listen to your customers. Say very little other than to ask questions, and not questions about the problems you solve, but about their lives. If you sell sales contact software, don't ask about the way a person tracks their prospects. Ask about their hopes and dreams. Ask about the things they care about outside work and about the really big challenges in their lives, like health and family and finances and even spirituality. You can't get too deep, but you can develop the skill to ask better questions. When you have a picture of this person, you'll know what kind of a campaign will resonate with them. And it probably won't be one that just hounds them everywhere they go. But it will lead to part 3. Developing a campaign that puts your customer, or rather puts your company, in your customer's shoes. This is the conversion part, but don't think of it that way. Think of it as telling your customer's story. And none of that, This is Jane. Jane wants to lose weight but is so confused by her choices. No! Stop that. Reducing Jane to a problem is exactly what the law of large numbers would have you do. Empathy would use the rule of one. You can't empathize with more than one human being at a time anyway, but here's the miracle. When you empathize with one, you connect to the whole world. We don't have great words for this. Shakespeare gave it a good try when he had Hamlet say, "There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy." Sometimes it's okay to trust the universe. Anyway, an empathetic campaign changes the way your prospect sees your company. When someone really gets that they're being listened to, respected, and honored for the struggle they're experiencing, and let's be clear, everyone on planet Earth is struggling with their own humanity. When they feel that in their soul, you'll not only get your 5% increase, you can change the world, starting with your own company. Understand, listen, empathize. The 3-step formula for marketing success. And while you're doing the deep work this kind of change demands, there are simpler things you can do to jumpstart the process, bridges you can build from your prospect to your company just by understanding the way they see value. You can read about 10 of these in The Thought Bridge, a tiny little ebook that explains how to do them all. Download it with my compliments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Visible Authority.